Good evening. Welcome to our news Flash Info, an informative program of the Collectivité. My name is Keisha Brooks. The Regional Administration Committee, CAR, was held in Saint-Martin for the first time on Thursday since the creation of the new COM. President Alain Anson received the state representative of the Collectivité of Saint-Martin and Saint-Barths, the regional prefect Jacques Bellon, the state services of Guadeloupe, prefect of Saint-Martin and Saint-Barths, Anne Loby, and her services. The purpose of this administration is to bring together all the services of the Collectivité and the state to discuss, find solutions, and advance current issues and projects. President Anson was joined by Vice Presidents Rosette Gomes-Lake, in charge of Participatory Democracy, and Wendell Cox, in charge of Economy. Also present on the round table, Jean Rogers Vanterpool, in charge of Tourism, Louis Fleming, in charge of Water and Sanitation, the DJS Philippe Millon, Deputy Directors and Directors of the Collectivité. Prefet Bellon was accompanied by Regine PAM, in charge of Social Cohesion, the Superintendent of Schools, Director Camille Gallup, the leadership of the ARS, the Director of Public Finance, the Director of INSEE, the Director of the IEB, the Director of the C, the Director of Agriculture, Director of Labor, Director of Cultural Affairs, and the Director of Youth and Sports and Social Cohesion. The topics of discussions were vocational training, higher education, youth, with topics such as the creation of the local mission, a BTS tourism, an international language center of excellence and education center by sports, and a committee of employment, training, and vocational guidance. The agriculture and fisheries with the implementation of the Eurocode and maritime fishing, amending the ministerial decree of February 6, 1975 on the registration of ships and other seagoing vessels, the establishment of a public investment bank, BPI, and the catch-up plan for the fishing industries, agriculture, and livestock. Health with the proposed medical social center and a local health contract declination health plan of overseas, announced by the Minister of Health recently. Spatial planning, major projects, tourism, and implementation of the road plan, infrastructure needs in drinking water supply and sanitation, land elements with regulating cadastre, the jurisdiction of transportation and traffic, the development of Marigot Bay, and the tourism strategy. The management of European funds with the revision of the FEDER FSE model 2014 to 2020. Territorial archives and heritage with the restoration and recovery of protected monuments, the consolidation of territorial and cultural archive project, educational, artistic, and tourist planting Mount Vernon. A major announcement of the meeting was the Prefet Bellon stated the CAR would meet in Saint-Martin once a year in order to meet the expectations of the Collectivité and to advance issues. Superintendent of Schools Camille Gallup announced the creation of 5 elementary school positions for Saint-Martin and Saint-Barths for the next school year. These positions were issued on the basis of aspects such as bilingualism and French as a foreign language. Tourism BTS will be launched at the beginning of September 2016, and consideration is being conducted on the possibility of a BTS international trade.
Ce matin, au cours de cette réunion, ça m'a permis de donner une information qui est assez récente, puisque j'ai eu la confirmation écrite de la ministre cette semaine, concernant la création de 5 emplois de professeurs des écoles sur des postes à profil pour Saint-Martin et Saint-Barthélemy, et sur des arguments liés aux spécificités à la fois saint-martinoises, surtout saint-martinoises et aussi sur Saint-Barthélemy, autour du bilinguisme et aussi autour du français langue étrangère. Et donc ce sont des enseignants qui vont être recrutés, qui vont accompagner des classes bilingues notamment, et accompagner aussi le dispositif que nous allons mettre en œuvre dès la rentrée prochaine de formation des enseignants du premier degré autour du français langue étrangère, compte tenu du contexte saint-martinois. C'est une réunion intéressante et même enthousiasmante parce qu'il est important pour nous, Éducation nationale, en tout cas pour moi, d'entendre tous les éléments liés à la culture, au sport, au développement économique, à l'emploi, pour mettre en adéquation forte l'offre de formation, par exemple, avec les besoins du territoire et notamment la présentation des chiffres de l'INSEE avec le diagnostic territorial qui a été élaboré. Ce sont des éléments qui nous permettent aussi de mieux cibler l'attribution des moyens au niveau des différents services de l'État et surtout au niveau de l'éducation nationale. Donc là, nous avons effectivement, compte tenu par exemple du développement du tourisme, l'intention, plus qu'une intention, puisque c'est déjà acté, de créer un BTS tourisme dans les mois qui viennent.
C'est la première fois que se tient ici, dans les locaux de la collectivité de Saint-Martin, cette réunion du comité de l'administration qui réunit autour du préfet de région et de la préfète de Saint-Martin l'ensemble des services de l'État. Quand je parle de l'ensemble des services de l'État, je pense bien sûr au recteur de l'Académie de Guadeloupe et des îles du Nord, au directeur général de l'Agence régionale de la santé, au directeur régional des finances publiques, au directeur de la mer, au directeur des affaires culturelles, au directeur du travail, au directeur de l'environnement, de l'aménagement et du logement, au directeur de la jeunesse, des sports et de la cohésion sociale. Donc ce sont l'ensemble des services de l'État qui se sont ainsi réunis autour de la présidente, autour des élus de la collectivité et en présence des directeurs et chefs de service de la collectivité. Et ça nous a permis de revenir sur les objectifs prioritaires de l'État, je dirais ici à Saint-Martin, et sur les modalités de mise en œuvre des politiques publiques à Saint-Martin, avec une prise d'engagement, je dirais, très fort de la part des services de l'État pour amplifier notre présence et notre intervention au service des Saint-Martinoises et des Saint-Martinois. Monsieur le recteur a fait un certain nombre d'annonces dans le domaine de l'enseignement. Nous avons vu, je dirais aussi, comment avancer sur des sujets aussi importants que ceux de la pêche, des filières pêche, filières agricoles. Je pense notamment au secteur de l'élevage. Nous avons, je dirais aussi, eu des échanges vraiment très importants sur l'évolution de la gestion du foncier de la collectivité, sur le cadastre qui doit être réalisé ici en Saint-Martin par les services, je dirais, de l'État. Nous avons parlé, bien sûr, je dirais des engagements qui doivent être les nôtres en faveur de la jeunesse, avec notamment la prochaine création d'une mission locale. Voilà, je dirais des éléments concrets. Et puis nous avons eu l'occasion aussi de présenter un diagnostic territorial réalisé par l'INSEE. C'était une demande forte de la collectivité pour vraiment avoir un support sur lequel, à partir duquel en tout cas la collectivité peut construire ces politiques publiques, et ce diagnostic territorial a été réalisé et présenté donc ce matin, je dirais, par l'INSEE à l'ensemble des élus de la collectivité. Voilà, donc des sujets, je dirais, très concrets abordés ce matin, et aussi des projections dans l'avenir, parce que je dirais il s'agit aussi de se positionner aujourd'hui pour construire l'avenir des Saint-Martinoises, des Saint-Martinois, et nous devons le faire en liaison étroite avec la collectivité. C'est tout le sens de la présence des services de l'État autour de la préfète et autour de moi, je dirais, ce matin ici à Saint-Martin.
Another achievement of the CAR meeting, Prefect Billion and President Hassan signed the notarized deed of exchange of land between the state and the Collectivité of Saint-Martin with regards to the former Marigot Municipal Library and buildings of the former Gendarmerie in Concordia. With this official act, the state will utilize the building for the development of the courthouse, while the Collectivité will rehabilitate the former Gendarmerie office building. The Collectivité conducted a question-answer meeting for its staff working in the 4 colleges and 2 high schools of Saint-Martin. This training aimed to meet the workers' questions about their roles and missions of their jobs, roles of hierarchy, and functional authority to them. The session was organized by the Collectivité at the request of the concerned workers through the union UNSA. President Anson said a few words at the opening of the session, encouraging staff to ask all questions needed to better understand their public service roles.
Well, in the lycée polyvalent des Îles du Nord, directed by Madame Hamlet, we just put in place a training for the workers of the collectivité. The workers of the collectivité that works in secondary schools, because you have the elementary and the kindergarten school. We train those workers on a daily basis. And we noticed that some of the workers perhaps do not know their rights, their duties, their mission, and how to accomplish their mission. So today is a day of exchange. We found somebody from the Rectorat of Guadeloupe, Madame Delaney, and she came in to train them here this morning. This is a first in St. Martin. It is a necessity. It is a due to the collectivity, to the workers, because the workers are supposed to be training continually. We know that we have 4 secondary schools, now it's 5 with a lycée under our jurisdiction. So we must make sure that they know they are up to date, their duty. We did this in partnership, simple partnership with the UNSA that came and visited us. And we saw the necessity from the beginning of time that I come in the collectivité for the secondary schools to be organized. Why? Because for the cleaning of the schools, it has to be done. That is our responsibility. And it has to be done properly. And you know, people can be sick, people cannot be able to come to work for different reasons, and right away they're supposed to learn to know how to work in a group and to know and to be able to respond to the day self so that the service can continue. Because it is a must for the collectivity to keep these schools in order, to keep them clean, because you know children are in the classrooms and they can pick up a germ at any minute. So they have ways that they have to clean it. They have ways that things have to be done. They also have the rights for the person to be absent, you know, because okay, they make a baby, but they see how much they are due to the reglementation and the work and field. Because if your mother dies, sometimes we take it for due here in St. Martin to take off, let's say like 15 days or so. There's a limited amount of days, and then persons can get sick leave. All of those things will be explained this morning. We make it a must to put somebody there to be able to translate. One of our own workers are going to translate so that the workers can understand very good what is said by the trainer here this morning, so that they can get to know and to be able to work and serve the collectivity better. The collectivity will always make sure, follow up their workers and make sure that they know what is their obligations, what is their duty, and what has to come back to them.
A brief wreath-laying ceremony was held in the Park of the Collectivité in commemoration of the 76th anniversary of the historic appeal made by the General Gaulle of June 18, 1940. This commemoration paid tribute to all those who responded to the message of hope that is the call of June 18th. The students of CM2 Marie-Amélie Ledet School joined in on this ceremony by singing the national anthem of France, the Marseillaise. There was also a Medal of Honor ceremony for 2 national police officers. Created in France in 1981 and celebrated on June 21st. The purpose of the music festival is to promote music, especially emerging talent and fans that may occur in the streets of the community. Saint Martin is part of these festivities that offers local artists the opportunity to perform on stage. This year, the primary schools opened the event. The 100% local music festival was honored, and the collectivity of Saint Martin and Step Up Productions invited all those who wanted to celebrate music on the waterfront.
Oh, pirates, yes, they arrive. Sold out to the merchant ships. Minutes after they took I and I from the bottomless pit. My head was made strong by the hands of the Almighty. See, way forward in this here generation, yeah. Triumphantly. So won't you help me sing? Yeah. These songs of freedom, 'cause all I ever had is reason. Don't you worry, don't you worry, don't you worry about a thing, yeah. Everything's gonna be alright. Thank you. My name is Betty V. Thank you all so much. Until the next time.
Taking a look at the public announcements. As part of the renovation program of sports facilities of the collectivity of Saint Martin, the French Quarter football field of Talbot Carty will be closed for work from Friday, June 24th. The athletics track and the basketball court will remain accessible during the construction period. The reopening of the stadium is scheduled for the end of October 2016. The Marigot Sportsfield Stadium, Jean-Louis Vanterpool, and changing rooms will be closed for renovations from Monday, June 27th. The stadium football field will remain open during the construction period, and the work will spread over a period of 8 months. Well, this brings us to the end of this edition of Flash Info. My name is Keisha Brooks. On the behalf of the collectivity of Saint Martin, thank you for joining us. Have a good evening.